Hello everyone. Today I will recognize the case Disneyland Resort Valleys and answer all the questions about the case. In the end, I will give some recommendation to Disney management to how to operate the Disneyland in the future. This case mainly discovered the development history of the Disneyland Paris. The case first briefly introduced the company Disney. Then the case discovered the Disney cover radio and operation objective, operational methods, and other contents. The case also summarized the reason for the success of Takoyaki Disneyland. Then it introduced the region of the Disneyland Paris and its attachment. The case also showed how the Disney company how designed the Disneyland Paris. Then the case discovered the main problem encountered when the park opened, and the case summarized the situation of the Disney in the 15 years after its opening, including the crises and the opportunities. Despite a 16% revenue increase in 2006, Disneyland Paris still have several external and internal problems to face. Internal problems including the financial crisis in the Disney company and facility accidents, the cultural tax problems, and the high employee turnover rate. And external problems, including the European economic crisis, led the European traders to choose the cheap lesser rate, and the depression of the US dollar, which has led to loss of the international traders. Disneyland is targeting the European traders instead of the direct organization. Disney preferred to connect the local culture with his own cultures. Therefore, Disneyland Paris has made some change for the European tourists. The first is the design style is best toward the style than the European tourists like, and increase the quarantine requirements and food diversity, and reducing the discomfort for the landing for the but in some way Disneyland Paris has not changed, such as their code radio is still provide customer with family imagination image product and service, and the operational ways is using the high level of service and expenses to win the watch the mouse, and they also have the high standard for the appearances and the dress for their employees, and the manager's styles, cultural taste, and the marketing styles is still American styles. Even the design style is more than Europe. So the next question is, what's the Disneyland treasure of the Bali side is a mistake? My answer is not. The fact that influences the location of the theme park, including the economic development, transportation systems, nature resource, wider capital investment in the local culture and communicate, and the distinction demands of the local and international tourists. Disneyland Paris is currently located and have a strong local market demand in Europe. Paris is already as a major of the international travelers, and the concentration of the Disneyland could at its appear. And the Disney has support of the French government and the successful experiences of the Takoyaki Disneyland. There are the three main mistakes Disneyland had made. First is ingrow the French rejection of the American culture, such as the opening of the French intellectual protest. The French mainstream media has long discovered the creation of the Disneyland as a cultural attack. Secondly, The only working language is English when they opened, which made it difficult for the employee to communicate with the local tourists and caused dissatisfaction on both sides. The third one is there also is the neglect of the local food cultures, which includes the French people's demand for the breakfast and the wine. If the clock could be turned to the 1987, as a shareholders, bank, and the French government, I would also have made the decision to go ahead this project. So there are the three reasons for support. The first of all, Disney has a very strong ability to innovate. Since 1995, Disneyland Paris has continually introduced the new attractions and rides. Secondly, Disneyland will constantly upgrade the service based on the customer feedback. For example, the faster pass systems to introduce. And the third one is Disney is willing to correct mistakes it has made, such as in other European language to the working language. For example, the Titan event, they have the employee can speak three different airplane language. There are the three recommendations for the Disneyland management. First, provide organization of the Disneyland parent, which can help Disney to gain the recognition of the French people. Let the French people think that Disney is not a cultural attack. Secondly, promote European football scene activity, such as holding the young competitions and watching the World Cup together in the square, and inviting the family of the soccer star to play for the field. And this is more attractive for the football-loving European tourists. Finally, it is recommended to sell the low alcohol drink to the adults and to increase the breakfast menu. This can meet the demand of the European guests to think in tent. And there are some texts using in the references. And thank you for listening.